comes into play. This isn't just some new slang, it's a weapon disguised as a language. And its only purpose is to shrink the dictionary, to delete words year after year, until the very idea of rebellion is impossible to even think.
And right there, that's the terrifying genius of it all. The endgame is to make thought crime, the crime of thinking a bad thought, totally impossible. Why? Because the words you'd need to form that thought just don't exist anymore. Think about it. How can you fight for freedom if the word freedom has been wiped from existence?
Okay, this brings us to the party's absolute masterpiece, the crown jewel of their mind control program, doublethink. This is some next-level mental gymnastics you have to perform just to stay alive. It's the ability to hold two completely opposite ideas in your head at the same time and believe both of them. It's knowing something is a total lie, but believing it with every fiber of your being. It's knowing that 2 + 2 = 4, but truly accepting that it's 5.
So here's the bottom line. Reality isn't what your eyes and ears tell you it is. Nope. Reality is whatever the party says it is, period. And you can't just pretend to believe it. You have to actually believe it. You have to consciously choose to forget you ever thought differently. It's a complete rewrite of your own mind. But you might be thinking, how is that even possible? How can they just change reality on a dime? Well, it's actually pretty simple. They control the past. Our main character, Winston Smith, his whole job at the so-called Ministry of Truth is to rewrite history. He spends his days changing old newspapers, books, even photos, making sure the past always lines up with whatever the party is saying right now. And this is their central belief. Who controls the past controls the future. Who controls the present controls the past. It's a perfect loop of power. If they're in charge now, they can change what happened yesterday. And if they control yesterday, they can control what happens tomorrow. The past is just clay in their hands, something they can reshape over and over to make sure they stay in power forever. But even in a prison this perfect, there's a glitch. And that glitch is the human spirit. So at this point, you're probably thinking, this system is flawless, right? It's unbeatable. But then we meet someone, a guy who is just brave enough, or maybe foolish enough, to try. And this is where everything changes. The whole story shifts from being a how-to guide for dictators to a desperate secret hunt for the truth. And that guy is Winston Smith. Look, he's not your typical hero. He's not strong or charismatic. He's just a regular guy working a desk job, totally worn down by the system. But he's got this one incredibly dangerous secret. He remembers. He remembers what life was like before. And that little spark of memory is enough to make him question absolutely everything. So,